I'm here to read for you again. Hello, Cellulite and Low Tarot, or Hillary for short. Welcome or welcome back. I hope that you had a fantastic weekend. Happy Manifestation Monday. Today's reading is all about manifestations. It could be kind of specific to what you should be aware of for your specific manifestations, or it could be just a general reminder of sort of the principles of manifesting that you might need a refresher on, possibly. Maybe just some good to know info. We'll see. I do follow the law of assumption, or like Neville Goddard. So it's a little bit different than the law of attraction. So if whatever your preferred method is, but that's going to be the scope that I'm sort of viewing manifestation through. So you should look it up if you don't know about it. It's pretty cool. I like both law of attraction and law of assumption. Law of assumption seems easier to me. So my preferred method. You're allowed to have your own too. So yeah, let's jump on in. I'm going to clear for you, clear for me, and we're going to start with the Moonology Oracle deck to get an overview about what's going on in the energy around you and your manifestations, or manifesting in general. We'll see. Spirit, my higher self, my darling's higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to come through for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am so appreciative. My energy has been a little bit low, so I have not responded to comments yet because I'm trying to recharge my social battery, because I want to respond whenever I am in good energy, because you guys deserve that. So I will get to comments from Thursday and this weekend, Thursday through this past weekend, this evening. So thank you for your patience. I love you dearly. Thank you for caring about me. I care about you too. Spirit, what is the energy around my darling's manifestations? What's going on in their manifestation journey? What do we need to be aware of for manifesting? Okay. Your commitment is being tested is on the bottom. First quarter moon. Okay. The first card that came out is meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. I can't wait to get a camera, y'all. Have that autofocus so y'all can actually see the cards. That'll be so cool. Let's see. Don't let your past hold you back. South node. Take time to breathe out. Disseminating moon. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. And believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Okay, the energy I'm getting is someone who's doing all the right methods, okay? Someone who's doing the methods, who gets into, the tools, visualizing, scripting, sats, someone who's doing manifestation techniques, right? But then what happens is it's almost like when certain circumstances come up, it triggers us, right? And we immediately react upon unfavorable circumstances, right? It's like a trigger reaction whenever things are not looking good, like an automatic belief in any unfavorable my mouth. In any unfavorable circumstances that may show up while you're manifesting. Almost believing those circumstances to be more true, it feeding a level of doubt. I feel like this is coming to an end soon, possibly, because it's almost like that little key difference is the difference between belief and disbelief, okay? Because it's almost like I'm talking to someone who's in the phase of learning how to manifest, where you're doing all the right techniques, you're doing the scripting, you're doing all the techniques, right? But the problem is the importance that you're placing on the techniques themselves. It's like you're relying on the techniques to be the magic for your manifestation, right? Those techniques are what brings it in. And it's really what we need to remember is that the techniques just put us into a state where we are really thinking, believing, and feeling what we desire in that current moment, right? In that current state of consciousness, going into those moments, stating it to be true, visualizing, that's you putting your conscious awareness into it being true, right? And the more you put your consciousness into the state of your desires being true, the more you believe it's true, and then the faster it unfolds, right? You're like, okay, yeah, I get that. But I still have to rely on these tools. And it's like, no, not necessarily. You could get to a point in your manifestation journey where you no longer desire to do any of the tools or techniques, and that's okay. If you are in a place where you just know, I know it's going to be mine, then that's you in the state of being the version of yourself who has your desired reality, who has your desires. Using the tools just helps you get into a state of belief. The belief is the key here. Believe in the impossible. Believe that there's a reality different than what you're experiencing now. A reality where you get what you want. Those tools help us see it, feel it, think it, imagine, embody it, right? And the whole deal is like, it's still, you could do the right things, right? But if you leave your techniques, but then you're instantly doubting your circumstances, you're instantly doubting, well, is it actually going to happen? Then you're not fully embodied in a state of belief. You don't have to be perfect, okay? There's going to be unfavorable circumstances. I'm not telling you to ignore your unfavorable circumstances. I'm telling you not to give them as much weight for your permanent reality forward as you're giving it, right? Unfortunately, when unfavorable circumstances pop up, we can give it way more meaning because of a level of disbelief that we have that our desires are meant for us, that we can actually manifest them. So then we give more validity to unfavorable circumstances. And the more you do that, then the more your reality is going to show you that you're right. But the more you believe that unfavorable circumstances are just simply unfavorable right now and not permanently, and that your desires are yours one way or another, you don't know how. You don't know how. You don't have to figure out how. You just know that it will happen. Once you get into that state where you just know and you have a peace, then you'll watch things unfold really quickly, actually. You might not even see signs about it. That's the thing. You might not. But meditation could be really helpful. I feel like this is just more of a visualizing technique. That's what it's emphasizing, right? Really contemplating, really get into the conscious awareness of belief, right? The more you practice that with meditation and then bring yourself into that awareness as you're going about your day-to-day, the better, right? Don't let your past hold you back. Your past, here's the deal. Your current circumstances that you're experiencing are manifestations from your past. So if you can view your current circumstances and any, kind of moving forward circumstances, any unfavorable circumstances, if you can tell yourself that's just a manifestation from my past, then you can lose the validity of it, right? It still sucks in the moment. You can acknowledge that, absolutely. But you can not give it as much permanence, because you can say, well, I know what I'm manifesting is going to happen. And that's just an unfavorable circumstance from a past version of myself that manifested that. And then take time to breathe. We don't react. We don't react immediately. We don't react as if it's permanent. We don't react. We just say, it's unfortunate right now, but it's going to change. It's not always going to be this way. I'm going to have what I want. And then you'll get into that, ending the tough cycle of relying so heavily on your circumstances unfolding to make you feel like your reality is true. Believe in the impossible. Your commitment is being tested. Your commitment to your belief and what you think is true for you. You have full control over that. It's not the techniques that bring in your manifestation. It's you and your belief and what you believe most of the time for your current reality, your future reality. All right, let's jump into tarot. Let's see what else wants to be said. I feel like someone's very chill. Look at that, King of Cups. Someone is very chill. So maybe I'm talking to someone who has really been through this, where like your circumstances have really bothered you, And maybe you've just recently stepped into a place where you're just kind of unbothered, okay? And it's at a point where you're like, I don't want to do the techniques. Like that scenario popped up for a reason. Maybe you're not feeling motivated to do the techniques, and you're like, is that going to mess something up? No. If you have peace about your manifestation coming in, if you have peace about what you know you desire being yours, and you know that's going to happen one way or another, you don't know how, but you just know, you have a peace about it. You're just like, thank you, I know that's mine. I know that's going to happen for me. I'm going to do what I can every day to sit in that peace. Then the less you're going to want to do the techniques, because that's just extra effort. You know, when you're already in a state of belief, you don't need to do the extra effort. You'll feel the inclination to do more techniques if you feel like, if you need to, you know, do it only when you want to, when it feels good. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Spirit, will you give me some tarot about this situation and manifestations? Two of Pentacles reversed. That's someone who's made a decision, who knows their priorities, who has a set goal about what they need to prioritize. Not being wishy-washy, Seven of Pentacles, and waiting it out. Putting in the work, putting in the effort. Wow, all these pentacles, y'all. Talk about a 3D, talk about circumstances. The pentacles are all about like 3D, face-to-face, here, tangible life. Page of Swords. Okay. The Empress, look at you, Master Manifester. Empress Strength. The Magician. Four of Wands? Y'all, look at this. Look at all that yellow. Your skin, yes, your skin and bones. What is that? Yellow by Coldplay? Look at the stars. Look at the stars on her crown. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do. And it was all yellow. Okay, look. I feel like this is just a reassurance of like, you've done the right things, right? If you're feeling unmotivated to do all of these extra techniques, don't feel weird about it. Just don't do them. If you have peace about it, that's good enough. You're not messing anything up by not doing techniques. The techniques don't bring in the manifestations. It's you and your belief and your peace. If you have peace about it, then you're good. I feel like you already know what your priority is. You already have your goal in mind. Two of Pentacles reversed. You're not wishy-washy. You know what you want. You have that decision made, and you're putting in the effort. Seven of Pentacles. Yes, it takes time, right? Seven of Pentacles can also be like someone who's put in the effort and maybe they're not too satisfied right now with what it's looking like for circumstances with the, you know, with the harvest, with the crops. Let me see. Can you see this? All right. Someone who's like, man, is that really all that's going to happen? You know, was that worth all the effort? Am I going to harvest enough, you know, fruit for how much effort it took to plant and nurture these plants, you know? And I just feel like the emphasis here is like Three of Pentacles is teamwork, collaboration, working together. I'm feeling like the three, okay? And I'm almost getting like Holy Trinity energy, but in a different way. Like your higher self, your physical, tangible self, and you co-creating with the universe, all as a team, right? So it's like you are doing your part here in the tangible. You are setting your priorities. You're doing what you need to do to show up as the person, you know, who has their desired reality, whatever that be. It could be manifesting anything. You're doing your part, and so then the rest is just, you have to sort of delegate. You have to trust that your higher self, right, is helping, and that you're co-creating with the universe to attract in what you desire, right? So Page of Swords is kind of watching and waiting, you know, so it may not be here, you may not see it yet, but I mean, I've never seen anything scream more tangible, like your manifestations are freaking producing. Empress, Strength, the Magician, the Four of Wands. I feel like I don't really have to give you a lot of guidance. I feel like you're good. I feel like you're good. Why? Okay, Spirit. Can you tell me what is this about? 10 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Yeah, of course. You're already happy. You're in the state. You've accepted that you're going to have what you want. You've accepted that you're victorious, right? I don't feel like I have to give you any advice. Okay, so this is just a confirmation reading. Hey, you're doing great. What's that? 9 of Wands? What is that? 7 of Pentacles. 9 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles wants to show itself. I'm almost getting the energy of the past holding you back, and that in the way that would be like feeling a little bit defensive about the circumstances that you're seeing, right? And maybe it's a combo. Maybe it's like you're in a place where you know like what you desire is yours, right? And you believe it. So then you're not really motivated to do a lot of techniques, right? Because you maybe almost feel like it's drawing more attention to unfavorable circumstances. And you're just like, maybe I just want to kind of be okay with it as is. Like maybe if I just don't give up my belief, like if I just keep pushing through, if I keep doing what I need to do to water this garden of my manifestations, that's good enough, you know, with my own belief. And you're right. You're right. If your tools and techniques are just sort of bringing awareness to unfavorable circumstances and you don't like it, then don't do it. You can't fail if you believe. 10 of Cups again. You can't fail if you believe. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups. You can't fail if you believe. You're already in it. You already know that what you want is yours. Oh my gosh. Okay. What else do I need to know about the Spirit? 7 of Swords. Got double sevens there. 7, 7. Yesterday, I just saw 1717 on the clock. Sevens could be significant. July possibly. Page of Cups, Queen of Cups, Page of Swords, the Emperor. King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, 8 of Swords. Okay. Believe in the impossible. Believe in the impossible. What you think is impossible is not impossible. I feel like you already know that. Okay, you have been so good about nurturing a feeling of gratitude and satisfaction and belief and just knowing that whatever's unfavorable is not going to be this way forever, okay? Maybe once upon a time that felt like it felt impossible. It felt like lying to yourself, 7 of Swords, right? But you're realizing that the imaginal acts here with the Page of Cups, you're realizing the imaginal acts that felt wrong or impossible is actually the strategy to help you believe and feel what's true. And it's just like the more you feel that, the more you see evidence of it, okay? The more you see evidence of it and the more empowered you feel, right? You're correlating the difference between, okay, manifesting from a place of lack that's relying on tools to be the answer for my manifestation. I have to do all these things to get what I want. I have to do all these scripting. I have to use all these techniques. That's what brings in my manifestation. And you're recognizing, actually, whenever I put in a ton of effort into these techniques from a place that is desperate for my desire, that is feeling like it's something out of reach, feeling like you don't know how it's going to happen, and because you don't know how it's going to happen, you don't believe it's going to happen. You're recognizing how that sort of using techniques under that energy has sort of pulled you further from seeing evidence of your manifestations. Whereas if you just kind of chill out about it and you just like go into a simple state of anytime you think about your manifestations, I'm just thankful that I know that's going to happen for me. I'm thankful that I know I'm going to, find a job that is good hours, good pay, that's got a good home work-life balance. I'm thankful that I'm going to manifest being healthier, losing weight, getting stronger. I'm thankful that I'm, going to have a healthy, stable, long-term committed relationship that is respectful and like mutually reciprocal. I'm thankful that I'm going to move to this city. Whatever you're manifesting, going into a place of like, I don't have to know the how. I don't even have to worry about it. I just know that it will happen. Like, if I can just chill out about it, then everything's going to be fine, I feel like you're in that place, and so you're seeing how whenever you get into just that chilled out place where you're not so, like, stingent or like such a control freak over the techniques, then you're seeing more empowerment. Okay? You're right. I'm glad that this is kind of clicking for you if this is you. Yeah, because it's like reframing logic. It's like you're realizing that what the logic that maybe has once made you believe that things were impossible, that they were illogical with manifesting. It's like you've been given this gift of new awareness with manifesting, and so then you're like, oh, I have actual like maybe minor circumstantial proof that belief really is the key, nothing else, right? It's a golden, and so I really like that. No more feeling stuck and bound by your circumstances. Eight of Swords, cutting yourself loose. Yeah, I love it. Okay. I don't feel like Spirit has any advice for you. This is really cool. I like it. I like it. Page of Wands, the Lovers. Yeah, it's just like, here's the deal. Like I was saying, like if you're feeling really unmotivated to do the techniques and it feels more like a job, I'm really not joking about saying like, don't worry about it. If you are in a peaceful place where you just know your manifestations are coming, don't worry about it. Like, only take action, only make choices that fill you with the same passion and drive and belief in what you're wanting to bring into your reality, right? If it doesn't align, if doing a bunch of techniques doesn't align and that doesn't feel natural, that doesn't feel like the version of yourself that has what you want, 2222 on the clock, if that doesn't feel natural, then that's your higher self in the universe and your, reality shift telling you like, hey, you're right, the version of yourself won't be doing all these scripting techniques or they won't be doing all these visualizations because they're just going to have, like, it's going to feel so normal to have what you want. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? There's going to be some days whenever you have your desired manifestations where it's going to feel so normal. And then there's going to be like moments where you're like, oh crap, wow, I have that. That's crazy. Like it's felt so normal for so long. And so I feel like that really gets kind of looked over in the manifesting community sometimes. Is just like the importance of being in the state of having it, which would be a place of peace, not something that's like overly enthusiastic about it. Sure, whenever you're learning all the techniques and tools, that's helpful to get into the place of having it. But like at some point, whenever you are living in the reality where you have your desired manifestations, it's gonna feel normal. Isn't that cool? Let's go into that state where it's just normal. You don't have to feel pressed to do all these things, okay? Oh, of course my phone's gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna get a camera one day. One day. One day soon. The one I want, what is it called? The Sony ZV-E10. It looks pretty good. It looks like a good starter camera, so I'm excited. It's still a ways off from getting it, but I can't wait. I'm imagining what it's going to be like to have that and not use my phone. Yeah, not have low battery ever reading. Look at that, Two of Pentacles. You already know your priorities. Nine of Swords. Judgment. Yeah, that's changed. This feeling like you have to do all of these things and there's too much to do. And that feeling overwhelming. Judgment would be like you reevaluating that. It's sort of like having compassion for the past, for any past circumstances that you may have manifested now, any former beliefs that you have manifested, having compassion for that version of yourself, not putting too much weight into it, and not feeling like, okay, just because I see an unfavorable circumstance, that means I have to go, triple time into course correction with these techniques. It's like, no, you don't. You get to just, as long as you have peace, it doesn't matter what circumstances pop up. Like I said, you don't have to like the circumstances. You can still feel like unhappy with it, but as long as you just know, like, yeah, this sucks right now. Doesn't matter in the long haul, does it? This won't even be a blip on my radar, a year from now. Won't even be a blip on my radar. You don't have to go into overtime to course correct just because you see unfavorable circumstances. That's you putting way too much validity and permanency into a temporary circumstance. I feel like you're realizing that. Nine of Pentacles. Of course you are. Yep. Ace of Wands, look at you getting your manifestations. Waving that magic wand. Seven of Pentacles again. We're getting repeating messages, y'all. It's like repeating messages. You planted the seeds. You have the belief. You know that you have the power to create the reality that you want, that you are the person. You trust in your ability to create what you want, right? You know that you're an abundant spiritual being having this human experience, right? You know that you are the divine in a body, right? Getting to rest in that's what do they call it? What does he call it? What does Neville Goddard call it? I forget. There was a term that he calls it, and it's like, it's not God state. It's, that's gonna drive me crazy. Anyways, your manifestations are coming. You won't have to wait that long, okay? You won't have to wait that long at all. Ace of Wands, Hangman, Knight of Wands. Yeah, you won't have to wait very long. Four of Pentacles. What is that about? Can you tell me about that Four of Pentacles real quick before I close this out? Five of Pentacles. Oh wait, there's more right there. Seven of Wands, a Fool. Ace of Cups, talk about another manifestation. Six of Swords is moving past the past, changing your beliefs with the Hierophant and Strength. The Moon, to surpass your fears. Yeah? Okay. So what's the Four of Pentacles? Five of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, the Fool. Oh. That's you. The Four of Pentacles being clarified by the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, and the Fool. That's you saying, like, just because I see something unfavorable, right? Five of Pentacles, just because I experience something unfavorable right now, doesn't mean I have to invest my time, energy, effort into that circumstance. Not believing it long term, Not reacting. Non-reaction. Non-reaction. False reactions. False reactions. Who sings that? The Lastlings? Carry me down, carry me down. False reactions by Lastlings. Okay. This is you saying, like, okay, just because things happen, I don't have to invest in them. I'm allowed to stand my ground about my desired reality coming in. That's not changing any new beginning for me. That's not changing any of my manifestations. You learning that delicate dance there. I like it. Okay. Ace of Cups. Yeah. Pouring love into it. Moving past your past manifestations. Not giving any negative importance. Not any substantial importance to manifestations of the past that pop up. So what? That doesn't have an impact on you in your future. Future you with your desires ain't worried about this Five of Pentacles. Nope. So you don't have to be, because you're abundant as F. Yes, you are. Okay, how do I want to close this out? Mellow. If you would like to ask a question, I will get angel answers. Use your intuition about these answers because it is a collective reading. So if you don't feel like these answers align with you and your questions, then don't take it. You don't have to. You're allowed to say that has no importance on me and my manifestations. I won't feel upset with you for saying that. Okay. Either way, if you don't want to ask a question, I will just interpret these in the way I see fit as well. There's some cards flipped in there. What is that about? Okay, Spirit, will you please answer the question that my lovely darling has asked you about their manifestations and give me the right words to interpret these cards? Thank you. Listen to your intuition. What was I just telling you, Spirit? You are so funny. It's almost like we one and the same. I love it. If you believe. What was I just saying? This whole thing was talking about if you believe. Belief being the key thing. Having peace in the belief. Wow. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Helpful people. Choose a new direction. The situation will improve. Yeah. Peaceful resolution. Having peace. Oh my gosh. Okay. Helpful people. Choose a new direction. The situation will improve. So I just feel like that's saying anytime you're faced with something that is undesirable, choose a new direction with your beliefs, with what's important, right? Everything that I've already said here. Helpful people, I feel like this is saying kind of that Trinity vibe that I was talking about. Like you, your tangible self, you, your higher self, and the universe co-creating together to bring in your desires. I really wish I could remember that word that Neville uses when you are at peace in belief that your desires are coming. I wish I could remember. If I remember, I'll post it in the comments, but there's no telling because my brain... Spirit, will you tell me that word, please? What is it? Sabbath? Maybe? Being in a place of Sabbath? I don't know. I'll try to look it up. Anyways, let's also close it out with some healing energy oracles, which these are just like little affirmations. Healing energy affirmations. And then I will let you go. Alright, Spirit, will you please give my darling some healing energy affirmations? Someone's nose is stuffed up. I've been fine. And then it just like, my nose just got blocked off. Alright, healing energy. Got a few of those. All right. Thank you for specifying the action, Spirit. That's so cool. All right. Let's see, what am I going to start with? Okay, here we go. Self-love. I attend to my needs by listening to my heart. My inner essence lets me know what is good for me. I respect my limits. I answer the requests of my body and soul, thus I learn to love myself. I feel like that is so telling because this is talking about like your essence knows what is good for you. So if you're feeling unmotivated to do certain techniques, then your essence is telling you like to respect your limits, like you're good, you know? Yeah, elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts to the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strengths and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. Yeah, these circumstances suck, don't they? But they're not permanent. Believe in the impossible. Don't let the past hold you back. Divine light. I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. You are the operant power of your reality. Yes, you are. Unconditional love. My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. Return to the heart. I breathe light and stick to the essential for my soul, the present moment. I calm my thoughts. I focus on my heart and find space to be where my light and greatness are. I find peace in inner silence. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. I am unwavering in the face of fear. I come to my senses and embrace challenge. I am determined to think with gentleness and calm. I find inner silence and become a manifestation of peace. Freedom. I realize my wounds create doubt, resentment, and guilt, so I work to free myself of darkness. I cast off negative thoughts, find peace in my heart, and discover the being of light within me. And the last two are action related, which I love. Action. My divine action incites love and harmony. I am aware of my thoughts and driven by positive forces. I listen to my heart. My desire to manifest light transforms tests into growth, challenge into opportunity, and fear into love. At the bottom, positive action. Okay, you want that one too. Okay. I focus on the beauty in me and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can do now. What I cannot change, I let go and entrust to God. Yeah, these current circumstances suck, don't they? But they don't matter in the long haul. They're not permanent, and I don't know how my manifestation is going to happen, but I just know it is. That's letting go. Letting go of current circumstances, the belief in them, letting go, and just entrusting that what you want is yours. Okay, this one wanted to pop out and it's perfect. Gratitude. I'm aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks to God for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus, I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. There we go. I hope that this was super helpful for you. I'm really proud of you. I feel like you're a master manifester. Like, I feel like you're going to see things popping in soon. Like, you're full term here, baby. You're about to birth that new reality, that manifestation coming in fast. You're so strong. I love it. Tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. We're going to see who's talking about you. Hope to see you then. If not, that's totally cool too. But either way, I hope you have a great rest of your day, a fantastic rest of your week, and of course, a wonderful life. I love you so much. Take care. And ta-ta. Low battery. Goodbye.